Oh, God. Why is this Sony Spider-Verse still a thing? Why does Amy Pascal still have a job? Look, I know Venom ended up making a lot of money. Don't ask me how. That movie was a trash fire. But why do they think they can keep replicating this? Morbius isn't even that big a character. His biggest claim to fame was probably Spider-Man the Animated Series, where Season 2 was pretty much the Morbius show. But that was back in the 90s. The last time I remember Morbius even being a thing in the comics was the Maximum Carnage crossover. And now Amy Pascal is shoving this in our faces and acting like it means she's allowed to sit at the cool table with Kevin Feige? Come on! Plus, there's rumors that she wants to do a Craven movie. I heard they were talking about a Madam Web movie. I mean, what's next? Are you gonna give Big Wheel his own movie? Are you gonna give The Spot his own movie? How about the Kangaroo? Hell, why stop there? Let's open the floodgates and give every minor, obscure Spider-Man villain their own franchise. Let's milk this IP for all it's worth, no matter how stupid and desperate it makes us look. Because fans will watch anything based on a comic book these days, right? Ugh. Alright, here we go. Morbius the Living Vampire, the movie. Did that really need a countdown?
I've known you since you were a child. You have a gift. You always have. If there's an answer to your disease, you'll find it.
In association with Marvel.
I should have died years ago.
Yeah, keep fooling yourself.
Why am I still here?
Amy.
To fix this? I have a rare blood disease, and I'm running out of time. This could be my last chance.
You're up to something. What is it?
It's not exactly legal.
I don't want to see you get hurt more than you already have.
This would be a cure.
At what cost?
Alright, so they're not taking too many liberties with the origin, I guess. From the studio that brought you Spider-Man Homecoming and Far From Home. Yeah, because you're the ones responsible for those movies, right? Ugh.
I went from dying
Sony.
to feeling more alive than ever.
Increased strength and speed.
The ability to use echolocation. And an overpowering urge to consume blood. How far are we allowed to go? To fix something that's broken. Until the remedy is worse than the disease.
There he is. Morbius.
Michael Morbius. Got tired of doing the whole good guy thing, huh?
What's up, Doc?
Oh no, Michael. Oh, why? Well, it looks better than Venom did. Not a high bar to reach for, but it's something. This reminds me a lot of movies like Blade and Underworld, and not in a good way. It's definitely trying to ape a similar kind of look and tone, but those movies were made in a different era when the culture was not what it is now. This whole thing comes off like a throwback to the early 2000s when it was trendy to be all dark and emo. Hell, the only thing missing was Evanescence playing in the soundtrack. And I like Evanescence, but let's call a spade here. It also feels like something left over from the vampire craze in the Twilight era before zombies got popular again. I could see this playing better like 10-15 years ago, but this type of stuff is not really where we're at with superhero movies right now. I suppose that could work in its favor, since at least it's different from a lot of other things we're seeing these days, but it also feels weirdly out of place. I'll say this for it. It looks like they know what the movie is. They know what the tone is, and they're sticking to it. That tells me that the director had some kind of vision for this movie. I'm not a big fan of it, but it does look consistent. That was one of the problems with Venom. They had no idea what kind of movie they were making, so the tone was all over the place. At least with this, I feel like I know what I'm in for. This has a real claustrophobic feel to it. Not many big set pieces, a lot of dark, cramped hallways. Now, was that by design to enhance the horror aspect of this, or were they just working with a tight budget? It's kind of hard to tell right now. Looks like they're not taking as many liberties with the origin story as Venom did. That's a plus. What is going on here? Is he teleporting? Did anyone else get flashbacks to Nightcrawler and X2 during this clip? Is that what this looks like, or am I imagining things? Check out the graffiti art of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. That's not winning them any points. Yeah, I still don't like those movies. Fight me. And Michael Keaton. No. Why, Michael? Why? You were great as the Vulture, but you're not under Kevin Feige's umbrella anymore. Why would you do this? Look, I know Pascal has never given up on this idea of a Sinister Six movie, but this is not going to turn out well. And damn it, I can picture Amy Pascal being just giddy when that shot comes up. Like, see? He was in Spider-Man Homecoming, and now he's in our movie. See? I told you, we're connected to the MCU! I told you! Why do people keep encouraging her? This woman has to be stopped! And at the end, we get one shot of Morbius actually looking the way he's supposed to look. And he looks pretty comics accurate, I'll give him that. But is it just going to be Jared Leto for most of this movie, and then we get Morbius for the last 15 minutes or so? There doesn't seem to be a ton of money on the screen, so it wouldn't surprise me. Look, I wasn't excited for this project in the first place. If you want to get me interested, you're going to have to really sell the crap out of this vampire. And he looks good here. But let's see what he looks like when he has to appear for more than a second or two. Alright, Morbius does admittedly look like less of a disaster than Venom did at this stage. My guess is it'll probably be a better movie. I just don't think anyone was really asking for this. And if this thing is a success, it's just gonna spur Amy Pascal on to keep pimping the Spider-Man Rogues Gallery like a $2 hooker. So a year or two from now, when Sony is locking down a release date for Stilt-Man the movie, don't say I didn't warn you. Let me know what you thought of the Morbius trailer in the comments below. Ding that bell icon and follow me on Twitter using the link in the description so you'll always know when new videos get uploaded. And don't forget to give the YouTube algorithm a big FU by liking, sharing, subscribing, and making sure you're still subscribed in the event that YouTube tried to unsubscribe you because YouTube likes to be a jerk about that. I'll be back with more very soon. Until then, over. Out.